Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my weekly review of HBO's Game of Thrones. This week we've seen Season 6, Episode 4, which is called Book of the Stranger. And, sorry about the lateness of this one. I got my Penny Dreadful review out yesterday, which is a little bit higher on my priorities list, but, just with working Sundays, it can be a bit difficult to come home and relax from work and also fit these types of videos in sometimes, but I still like to get these videos out when I'm able, to talk about it. I just enjoy talking about it and putting it out there. For you guys, but also for me, I just really like sharing my thoughts, however jumbled and, grammatically incorrect they may be. So this week's episode, it was pretty good, I will say I am enjoying Season 6 more than Season 5 so far. I just think it feels like a tighter, more interesting, and just a more packed season in a way. Or a more eventful season, I should say, all around. And of course, the episode opens with a scene we've all kind of been waiting for a while in some way or another, and that is a sort of a Stark family reunion, or at least a part of them anyway. With Jon and Sansa reuniting, which is probably the best part of the episode. Everything that involved them being together again, I thought was really nice. Even though Jon's not a Stark, his he's technically not a Stark, but he was raised up as one. With them being separated for so long, of course, it was a nice payoff, to see them together again. Although the argument could be made that some people have said that Jon and Sansa never actually had a scene together previously, which I can't remember that early back right now, but I think that may be true. I know Jon and Arya had a scene together about Needle and stuff like that, and maybe a couple of other little things. But I don't remember Jon and Sansa really having much of a interaction until now. So maybe in a way it's not quite as effective as it would have been had that part of it been different. But at the same time, both of these characters have been through so much. Sansa, everything she went through with not only Ramsay recently, but Joffrey and everything like that. And then, of course, you had Jon, all the difficulties he's had on the wall with the Wildlings, the hard home with the White Walkers on the rise and stuff like that. And, just recently being killed and being brought back to life, that's it. So both these characters have been such harsh personal journeys of their own. And to see them come back together and sort of be able to bond and just be something that I can truly cherish and be happy with again, it was nice to see. The only Stark family reunion I'm looking forward to more is probably Jon and Arya, but this one is really nice to see too. And then, of course, we had Brienne actually talking to Davos and Melisandre, which was pretty awkward. Brienne basically, saying that she's the one who executed Stannis, and she pretty much knows that Melisandre is the one who did the dark magic to create that shadow that killed Renly. Which made things a little bit more tense around there and stuff. And I like Davos, and Melisandre is sort of on the fence right now between good and evil. I feel like she's in a far different place than she was at the point Brienne was talking about. And again, it's not like Melisandre is just completely and simply pure evil or anything. She truly believed in that was the cause to lead them all to the light, and now she's just somewhere broken in the middle. Yes, she has Jon Snow, but she doesn't have the faith in herself or other things that she used to. If I was Davos and if I was especially Melisandre, I'd be watching my back. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, that's what you want to see on camera, right? Then we also had, people are going to kill me for forgetting his name, but the Wildling with the red beard, who I actually like, but apparently I can't remember his name right now for some reason. But he was sort of flirting with Brienne, sort of like eating a chicken or the meat, whatever they had, and sort of like seductively looking at her as he did it. I thought that was kind of funny. We also seen Littlefinger or Peter Baelish again this week as well. He brings a gift to Robin, who of course, is Lysa's son. Lysa being the one who he pushed out the moon door or whatever it was. He brings him a falcon. Again, playing his games. Littlefinger's one of the best players within the Game of Thrones. He's one of the ones who knows the most on how to go about doing that. And he has a little bit of confrontation. I think the guy's name is Royce. And again, Littlefinger's going back and forth with these mind games. Playing both of them in his own way, and sort of directing him to a side he was previously doing something else with. It's confusing. We still don't know Littlefinger's complete agenda and motivation necessarily. But it's still good to see him. He's played well. And then we also had in one of the other main parts, Tyrion. He was making a deal with some of the masters, or who turns out to be one of the people that got him there in the first place, on with Jorah back in season 5, if you remember that. We talk about how they're both at such different places now. But Tyrion makes a deal with them, saying, basically making the bargain that 7 more years of slavery and then they're done. Let's see. And they are also thought to have invested in the Sons of Harfir. They're paying them, giving them a budget to try and pull off what they're trying to do. So Tyrion makes a deal with them, and they seem to agree to it. But of course, Grey Worm and his girl are opposed to that. And I'm guessing Daenerys is probably going to be a little bit irritated by Tyrion doing that as well. My thoughts on it. I know what Tyrion's trying to do. In a way, he's playing it smarter than the others probably would. Daenerys is more of a almost a revolutionary conqueror. Like she says, breaker of chains and stuff like that. Whereas Tyrion, like Littlefinger in a way, but not quite as cruelly. Tyrion knows how to play the game. He knows how to play the Game of Thrones. And in a way, Tyrion, the way he's going about it here, may actually turn out to be more peaceful than what Daenerys would be trying to do. Even if Daenerys is able to kill all of them, or some of them again, that wouldn't just stop this way of life. It wouldn't just stop, what these people do, just permanently gone after a show of force, So the way Tyrion's going about it, it's more of almost like a natural cure for it, maybe in a way. But at the same time, I do feel like maybe 7 years is a little bit too long. But I get what Tyrion's doing and why he's going about it like that. But that might piss some other dragons off. We'll see. We also had Theon reuniting with his sister. And Theon, he's coming from a very different place. Even his sister seems to be a little bit surprised by him. Theon has changed since everything Ramsay did to him. But it seems like Theon's not wanting to take over himself. It seems like he's genuinely wanting to help his sister out and make sure she's secure with her taking over. And then we also had Marjorie and Loras. They finally got to see each other again after Marjorie was being held for so long. It's with him too. And Marjorie's is trying to urge him on that we have to do this and that. And Loras seems even more broken than she is. And Marjorie still seems to have a lot of her willpower and fight left in her. I'm not sure what she's going to do, but we'll see how it goes down. Jorah and Daario actually do end up finding Daenerys. They're simply wanting to try and get her right away and trying to escape. But Daenerys had another idea, and in what was probably the most climactic part of the episode, although the personal highlight for me was Jon and Sansa, of course, but what's in my thumbnail and what's probably going to be one of the more memorable things from this episode, besides Jon Sansa thing, is what Daenerys did to go about eliminating some of the Dothraki men here. I like the part where she just starts smirking, and it just gets them more and more riled up. They start saying, we're just going to take you to the men, and, basically, force her into sex and stuff like that. And then she just kept smiling, and then it just pissed him off. I thought that was pretty fun. Then Daenerys, she basically gets these little fire things to tip over, and she basically traps them inside the building they're in. the leader of the Dothraki and, you know, a few of his other closer men. She basically ends up burning them alive. And then, you know, she steps out, you know, Emilia Clarke doing another, you know, nude scene. Some of us didn't think she was going to do another one. But apparently Emilia Clarke said it was in fact her, so, you know, it's nice, not bad. It's not unpleasant to see, I'll admit it. But, you know, it was a badass scene. You know, it did, again, show her power and how much she could really be in control and stuff. Now, of course, we have all of the Dothraki, the rest of them kneeling down to her, and, you know, along with Dario and Jorah as well. And she just added quite a huge amount to her army. She now has pretty much full control of the Dothraki as far as we know. So, yeah, she's definitely gaining the numbers fast, even more so than she was before. You know, some people were, you know, I seen were criticizing the scene, you know, saying how Dothraki, none of them really tried to attack her or kill her when she was, you know, just slowly tipping over the things one by one. And yeah, they're supposed to be some of the fiercest warriors, so they probably should have at least tried to rush her or something like that when she was trying to do that. And maybe if they all did at once, even without their weapons, realistically, they probably could have gotten to her, maybe. But at the same time, it was still a, you know, good scene to see, you know. And I just think people complain way too much anyway. Who cares, really? But yeah, it was a little logically flawed in a certain way, I guess. But still, I thought it was a really good, memorable moment. Although we've gotten things like that before, you know, back in the earlier seasons and stuff, with her coming out with the dragons for the first time and her burning the, you know, one of the other masters with the dragon and stuff. You know, so we've seen something like this before, but I still enjoyed seeing it now. And again, we're just kind of getting more concentration on her powers as well, because she's doing it all on her own and stuff, so I thought that was really nice. But awesome, I should say. But anyway, so those are my thoughts on the episode. I'm sure there were some things I forgot about because I was really tired watching this yesterday. But I still did enjoy the episode. You know, Game of Thrones has been really, really good this season. It always is, but I think I'm enjoying it even more than season 5 so far. And you know, then we also had, you know, Jon and Sansa. You know, they got that note from Ramsay about how, you know, he has Rickon, and you know, he's basically urging Jon Snow to come and fight him. And, you know, Jon finally agrees, and, you know, also in the letter is talking about what he's going to do to Sansa again when he gets her back and stuff. And I wonder how long we're gonna have to wait to see that battle. You know, we're only going to be on episode 5, so I feel like they're going to make us wait until episode 8 or 9 to see a big battle between, you know, Ramsay's forces and Jon's. You know, so I feel like they're going to kind of stretch it out, you know, a couple more or a few more episodes of talking about the big battle, and then we're going to see it. But I'm still looking forward to it. I think it'll be very satisfying when we do. Most likely we'll finally see Ramsay killed, so that'll be good. But yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and look for me on Swolda.com. Catch you guys next time, and peace.